Oh, here we are back at it again. Where the heck did I do with that already? Oh, here. I had to wait for parts from Partzilla. Ordered on the 28th, finally got my parts on the 11th for this. 2 O-rings. I believe this is output shaft seal. Or no, this is the crank seal, which I'm against my better judgment I'm not going to do because I didn't really disturb it. It's not like I lifted out of there and pulled this off. So I'm just going to put a little schmutz here, schmutz there. I got to schmutz all this when I put that back on anyways. And if it leaks later, you guys can tell me I told you so, but I ain't going to disturb it anymore. I'm just going to put some schmutz in the corners, run a little schmutz around it here. So for that, I wasted 18 bucks, I guess. Also, well, I'm going to put a new output shaft seal in because something was leaking in there. This is by where the chain wheel goes on. 2 O-rings for the oil pump. Another little O-ring. I think this one's for that's also for the oil pickup tube, something. Another O-ring goes around there. And then this O-ring is for the stator output, or the primary shaft thingamajiggies. I already put a new seal inside of there, so oops. Well, I only got 1 O-ring here. Must be the inner one, yeah. Carefully take this one. I don't have to carefully take it off. Take this one off. Shut up! It's me, you stupid. Hope this is the right O-ring. Oh, come on. If not, I'll be waiting another 2 weeks for parts from Partzilla. That one's pretty loosey-goosey. And it looks like it's not the right O-ring. Oh, I should have fucking... Don't be like Bill. As it's the outside O-ring here. Yeah, it's definitely not that one. Or is it that one? Nope, it's not that one. Hopefully I didn't damage that one too much. But 1 O-ring, 2 O-rings are better than none. Maybe we got a seal and another O-ring, so I think we'll be okay. If you're not sure, carefully remove the O-ring because that looks more gooder. Put a new O-ring on here. Gently. Oh, trying to. Good thing you guys can see that. Gently put the new O-ring on there. I got some slick stuff. Ultra slick engine assembly lubes. Because why? I don't know. Because oil isn't good enough, I guess. Oh, it's sticky. A little dab will do ya. A little dab will do ya. Suppose I better get my stuff ready to go here. Now I can leave this in. Always work on a clean environment here. So this motor here I had to source this gear out of. So this gear is ready to go. I'm gonna put some. Ah, son of a bitch! Oh, that wasn't good. On today's episode of Don't Be Like Bill, inspect. Now that I just dropped it 6 foot, any scuffs, hopefully not on the. You dumb bastard. Oh well, it'll be alright. Let's metal shavings, everything will go on there. Let's inspect. Now that I dropped it. I think it'll be alright. If not, it won't be. Put some assembly lubes on her. Probably some assembly lubes in here wouldn't hurt. Sticky stuffs. Get her all up in there. Assembly lube all around this stuff. You can see the wear on here where it was wearing here, so like that. Some lube in this bushing. And the outer here. It's always good to drop that. Not really. So don't drop it. All right. So we got some more lube on there. Some lube on this stuff probably wouldn't hurt. So let's get this positioned. I should have got rid of all this metal laying around here. Get our gear back in there. Flip this bad boy up. Oh shoot! Don't forget the oiler here. Don't forget your little oiler's in the way. Don't forget to put that back in either. So gently drop her in there. Why does it seem like I'm forgetting something here? Maybe I'm not. Maybe once that other gear gets in there, it'll be alright. And then slide your. You put shafts in there. It would be that hard. Might have to get her just right in the chain here. What the frick? Over? I don't think I got her right in the chain here. Let's get her right in the chain before we put the shaft in. No, it's not in here. Come on, get in there. There we go. Maybe. There we go. Get her right in the chain first before you put her in. Still not right. What the frick? Over? Oh, what the hell is going on here? Still not right in the chain? What is going on here? Well, it came out really easy. Something ain't right here, fellas. Something ain't right. I don't like how that chain's sitting in there. Caddy was still not in there right. It's not in the chain. Get in the chain, boy. More gooder. Nope. What the frick? Oh, it's not in. You gotta get her up and spin her a little bit here. I didn't think it'd be that hard to get her up in the chain. Apparently it's hard to get in the chain. But it won't go together if it ain't in the chain, so. Come on. There we go. She should sway like that, maybe. Let's see if they'll go now. Let's see if we'll go now. Nope, still ain't going. What the frick, over? Come on! Have patience. What the frick is going on here? Got carpal tunnel sinking in already. There, get a screwdriver back in there and push that chain over. Bind it on the chain and back here. What the frick, over? What the frick? Did the chain shrink? Somebody shrink my chain? Is it not down in there? What the frick, over? Can't see. There we go. Make sure you guys can still see here. What is in the way here? What's holding me up here, Beavis? Tensioner? Is it not? Oh, that's what. It wasn't on the chain on the top. It wasn't on the top, boys. The chain was off on the top. That was our major malfunction. Check the top and the bottoms. All right. Jeez. We got some dog hairs in there. Slide her in there gently. It's not to nick the. So we're in like Flynn. Don't forget your. Why is there all that side play in there? it's supposed to have a side plate, I guess. Don't forget your oiler, and it only goes in the one way with the flip, this flap and the detent there. Make sure it's in all the way. There we go. So that's in. Now let's put the other gear in here. Some assembly lubes. This was the culprit to begin with. So it goes like so. I don't think there was no washers or anything. It just went in there. Get it lined up. Now you want to make sure it goes only one way. Should go towards the crank. I gotta put that on. It don't matter. Okay. And now you find these. Put these. Don't be like Bill. This plate can only go on one way with the beveled. You gotta spin this so it'll stay in there. It holds the oiler in. That's a Torque 30. I'll put some Loctite on there, blue. Not a fan of red, but I'll put a little blue on there. And then I gotta find I'm sure there's torque specs, but I'm a believer of tight. If it's tight, it's tight. You don't want to go crazy. Don't cross thread them. There's my. Suppose I don't have a small Torque 30. That's probably why I got it on the big one there. My Torque 30, I think, is in the basement. Where it belongs. Right where it belongs. 27. That's not a 30. All I got is the big one. All I got is the big one. So don't go crazy. This is just for tightening purposes. Put the plate on right now. Probably would help to have some light. Oh, I just don't want to go crazy on these, but they need to be tight. You don't want them backing out. And it's hard to, I shouldn't be doing this with this. I got to get the proper tool. Apparently I broke all my Torx 30s getting them stupid Torx screws out of brake rotors, so this is what I got to use to tighten these. I don't want to go crazy, but I want them to be tight. But the ones I took off on the other one were so damn tight I couldn't get them out. You don't want to go crazy, but they need to be tight. Go back and forth a little bit. A little blue Loctite on there should keep them backing out. There. And if it backs out, it's my own damn fault. So yeah, always use the proper tools. Unless you break them all off and don't replace them, like me. So that is input shaft and the retainers. Or primary, whatamajiggy. Got my gear in now. Now I can go back to this side and put my pin retainer in for that. Put some Loctite on these buggers too. A little bit goes a long ways. This only goes on one way, so my stuff here, forehand. You guys see that? Don't cross thread. Starting by hand, but I can't get my big old mitts in there. Come on, really? Why are you being such a bitch? Oh, looks like I rubbed off all my thread lockers. Let's try this again. Come on. Greasy hands. Heck with it. Get in there. Ultra slick, man. So slick. I don't know what torque specs are. Tight. We'll be torquing. Don't worry, we'll be torquing the bottom crankcase on. And here too, we don't want to go gonzo. Choke up on your ratchet. You remember, you got an aluminum case here, so. Click! You choke up on your ratchet, you got less leverage and you're less liable to break it off something. Click. think this was like that, like this, and I don't remember which way it was, but I think it was like that. So we got that part back together, and I think that leads us up to the fun part. I'll shoot some slicker in these bearings, I guess, even though that's not going to spin. Oops. Probably wouldn't hurt to get some on the crank up here before I put it back together. So that's on, that's on. The fun part I don't look forward to. Let's get this O-ring on. I believe that's this one. Crankcase halves, oil pump O-rings. This is the oil galley oil ring right here, or O-ring here. So that I got a new one of these. It's a 932100935 on there like so, I guess. Now the fun part. Putting this beast back together is not the so fun part. Let me think. Do I got everything? Yeah, because all I had to pull out was this and that. And I can get this together after I get the bottom on, I believe. But I do think I need to do the input shaft seal, which I already pulled, or output shaft seal. But I got to do that after it's together, because it's a split one. So this is the fun part. Let's get some. You only got 20 minutes to work with this crap. And you gotta go around this hole too, because these bolts. You gotta get on the back side here, I think. You guys can see this. Oh man, it's not good. It's a mess. At least it's feeling like this. Let's run it down. Here, you want to do these a little bit. Maybe dab with my finger on them. Yeah, I don't want to crank, but I got a crank here. Nervous. It's hard to get in there. It's hard to get in there, I'm nervous. You don't want to get it squeezed in the oil gills. Around the crank, guys. This is gonna make a mess underneath this. Yeah, let's dab this sucker in here. That's too much. Crank. How the hell do this? Let's do it. Dab do ya? Dab do ya? Dab do ya? Dab do ya? You must have a second chair. We got 10 minutes. Shit. Where's that light here? Here goes. Let's get those right there. Dab do ya? Dab do ya inside. Let's shit that in there. So I got there. Let's do it right here. I'm gonna have to go in there. There. Alright. I got it covered. You don't need much. It'll spread out. Maybe I got too much. I don't know. Maybe it'll leak. Maybe it won't. Get these seal here. Why is that not sticking? I just want to make sure I get the corner of these seals here. Good. Because that's where it's probably going to leak, if it's going to leak. Now comes the fun part. I got it there. I don't need it there because that's inside, internal. Let's do some here just for shits and giggles. Here we're gonna need some more, I believe. Let's get this good. That's where you can pry to get her out. I got some dabs up here. I think we'll be good with that. If not, it's already running down here. I got way too much up there. It's running down in the case. Here comes the fun part. I got to flip this case on there while holding these gears up in there. I got some. It's going to be fun, and I'm going to be cursing and swearing. Without dropping it. I practiced on the other one. Just can't disturb these buggers like I am. Guide pins are in. And it should go just like that. If it doesn't go in, if it doesn't go down all the way, something ain't right. Like it is right now. It's lining up down here. Shifter forks are in neutral. Something's not lining up. It should go right on, but it's not. It's not lining up. Did that stupid thing come out? Yeah, this clip here. That's what's going on. This clip. That little clip. So get a little poker here. I gotta come out or in. I don't want to be digging in there too much. Let's give her a little taps with my little tappity tap. So I gotta come. Which way is it gotta go, Willie? That's in the one half. It's not lining up on the gear there. We're not lining up with that damn thing. Oh, God damn it. And I didn't want that to happen. Not fun. Not fun. Yep, it's fun. It'd be fun, it said. God damn it! way does that fucker go? God damn it. Oh, you fucker. Oh. Fucking E. What did I gotta find out how the transmission goes back together. I gotta put this back together. Good thing I got two of them. Shit's gonna dry before I can get back together. I'm worried about. So I got that. Thrust washer, does that matter? This. I got it right. That's right. So that goes like that. That goes like so. Oh! That goes like so. That goes like so. I hope so. Come on, bitch. Get on there. Get in there, pygmy. I gotta get this side out. Come on. This, I don't understand the purpose. I gotta put it in the right way to begin with there. Let's do this again, Beavis. Make sure these are in like Flynn. Shit. Come on. Well, here we are, attempt number 2 to get this bad boy on here before the stuff dries, and I gotta do it all over again. Hold these caps, rings are in, hold these caps. Gently. How did I do that before? I'm getting caught on first attempt was a lot better than the second attempt here. What am I hanging up on? Rocking on something. What are we rocking on? Keep on rocking your feet. We're on this clip. That clip. That clip. This clip again. Little persuasion. Little persuasions. Everything still spin. Everything still spins. That wasn't so rough. 2 attempts, some swearing, cuss words. God, the mother, jibba, shimba, boo. All right. Number 1. Let's get some no power tools. An extension at least, ratchet, and to help ease the install. 10 millimeter, them 12, them are 12 millimeters, which is probably out somewhere, laying where it shouldn't be in this Messerschmitt. Look at this mess. Should have cleaned this up. I was too busy at work. Let's get a. Hopefully, I used enough Yama Bond. Come on. It's on my impactor. And of course, these are going to get torqued, fellas. Snug them up first. 2. 2 goes in here. 2, 3. 3 is crank bolt here. Crank bolt. Probably has more than that. Lean right to the middle. Here. Let's see it. No, I should not. 4. This is the boring part. Slick on it. Okay. 5. Oopsies. Got 39. 5. 5 is there. 6. Go away. 6. 7. 7 here. And 11. Okay, 17 pounds. 12. 17 pounds. 17 pounds. 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. What's 5 here? 6, 7 is here. 8 across. 9, 10. Where's the light? That's right. I like that. I like that all. I like that all. I think that's right. I like that all. Well, I like that all. That's not good. See ya. It looks like that. Ooh, I like that. I suppose I got a little bit. Okay, I got 15. Oh boy, I did that sequence. Probably die. I just 16, 18. 18. Oh, that's not. I like that. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. That's squeezing. I don't like that at all. Hey, you fucker! Told you I didn't like that. Son of a bitch! Well, here is the outcome of the snap in my cuss words. Bolt number 19 decided to say heck no. And it's only 17 foot-pounds, but it was, I felt it and I'm like, I don't feel good, I don't feel good. And then pow. Well, so I had to pull her back apart, and then looking at my donor motor over there that I pulled, I got all the parts from 92 to 96, they must have changed their fasteners too. It must have been a problem with them breaking them, assembling them. So I swapped out a couple of these other grayer ones for my round. This will be round 3 of trying to get it assembled. I got 19 bolts deep, tightening up, and I had to start all over, take it all apart, clean up the schmutz. And now I get to re-schmutz and redo her. So, yeah, I'm gonna go. And the bolt broke off flush, and I was able to just use my fingers and then the little pliers. I was able to grab it, so at least I didn't have to drill. But it makes me angry. Now I'm not so angry, but all right, we're back. Oh, now we're dirty again. Getting all greasy on my lens here. But after some further investigations, after I snapped that bolt, I don't know if this is true. There's one thing says one thing, another says another. But the main bolts for the crankshaft are 17 foot-pounds. And then you look in the manual, the other smaller M6 bolts, 11 through 31 or something. 11 through something. The smaller ones are only 8.7 foot-pounds. So that would explain why I broke it. So I don't have a 8.7 foot-pounds, so I'm using inch-pounds, which is 104 inch-pounds on these littler guys. So 14, I think I did this one already. 14, 15, 16. I already did these. 17, 18 is down here. Alright, so now I'm back to the one that I broke off, but I can't get in there. And I know you're not supposed to use an extension, but how are you supposed to torque it without an extension? I know there's some theory on how you're supposed to just take off, subtract, I don't know. But hopefully it won't break this time. Probably do a short extension. Does it really make a difference? I would think it would torque less if they're shorter. I don't know, let's try. You think could get less and torque less instead of more? So that's a good extension. I get a little more. A little more. So 22. 23 is. What? That's 23. Yeah, it is 23. Let's go out. Yeah, not more. Close enough. I need torque that. 23. 24 is. Or 24 is. 24 is off. Oh, yeah. 24. 25. No roll this time. 26. So where was that? So it says the M8 bolts 1 through 10 and 34 get 17 foot-pounds. I don't know if you guys can read that. And the M6 get bolts 11 through 33 get 8.7 foot-pounds. And this is from the 92 XJS climber manual, I believe. So, got back at it. I got the oil pump in, gear on. I don't know what the hell they call this. The generator. Generator back on. You gotta torque it to 58 foot-pounds. That should be good. What's next here? What can we do next? Put the whatchamajigger back on, the ignition pickup. Ignition pickup. Ow! Got some Loctite on her. Where's which way does she go? Which way does she go? Which way does she go? Like that, I would imagine. Because you can't go like this, because you got to have the pickup in there, so it's got to go like that. I think it can only go on one way. Can it? Can it? I think so. Need some some Loctites on there. Can't go like that. So much trouble starting stuff by hand. Click. 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 This one doesn't have no. It didn't have Loctite on it, but I'll put a little bit on just in case. Which way? I suppose it's got to be like that. That ain't going nowhere. You're probably gonna make your heads blow up. That's clutch. Put this bugger on. I remember how it goes. Imagine it's got to be like so. Like so. This thing's broke. Like so. And like so. What size is that Ugga-Duggas? Bigger than that. 27. This boy. This bad boy. That bad boy. Oh, whoa. Whoops. Maybe I can scratch the lens some more on this bad boy. Ow. Get a rag to hold that sucker. Yeah. That should be good. Bend the tab over. Punch. If I had one. If I had one, that's what screwdrivers are for. Where is... doesn't line up perfect, but where's my damn drift punch? Thought I did. Center punch. Can't see. Prickle fork. Right where it belongs. Don't want that coming off. That's on. That's on. Oil. Whatchamajiggy. Awa! 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 Where was that thingy? Was that up here or was it down there? I think it stays down there so it doesn't spin. Which way does this one go? I forget. This way or the other way? I forget. Go that way or the other way? I'd imagine this way. Click. And click. Always use a clean rag to clean this off. Put this junker filter back on there for now. Damage. Put some dabs of stuff on there to hold her in place. Where's my dabs of stuff? Back on TV. Where's this gray? Ultra black. Just a couple dabs will do ya. I don't think you need to go overboard like Yamaha did at the factory. Better find out what the torque specs are on these before I break these too. I forget where the dowel pins are. One there, one there. Got them on my map. Dowel pin there. Dowel pin there. That? No. Like that. What are the... I forgot my phoner. I don't know what the torque specs are for it. It's cleaned up. A new gasket. New gasket's gonna work. Got these off of the eBay's Nippon Machines. Maybe you can use a gasket code, because I don't think I'll ever use a gasket code, but 30% on your next purchase. Gaskets 30. Maybe they'll get mad at me. Maybe they won't. This way I don't have to make one out of a beer case or a soda case, but if you had to, you probably could. So remember there's dowel pins, but I got them on the bolts. Sure, this will only go one way. Looks like that away. Looks like it fits